You already know what it is. You've known for a while. You just haven't said it out loud yet. It's that thought that shows up. When everything gets quiet, not loud, not dramatic, just there. And every time it comes up, you feel it, you recognize it, and then you move away from it. You distract yourself, you scroll, you stay busy. You think about everything around it, but not the one thing that actually matters. Because that one thing, that's the one that changes everything. And that's where the tension comes from. Not confusion, not uncertainty, just resistance. Because the truth is, you're not stuck. You're not lost. You're standing right in front of the answer and choosing not to move. And you can feel that. That's why it doesn't sit right. That's why it keeps coming back. That's why even when things look fine on the outside, something feels off underneath it. Nobody said anything. So I will. You're not struggling to figure this out. You're struggling to accept it. Because once you accept it, you don't get to go back. You don't get to pretend it's not that bad. You don't get to keep tolerating something you already know isn't right. And that's the part people don't talk about. Clarity isn't always relief. Sometimes clarity feels like pressure. Because now you see it. And now you're responsible for what you do next. You don't need more time. You don't need more thinking. You don't need another perspective. You passed that point already. This is where everything flips. Most people think they're waiting for clarity, but that's not what's happening. You already have clarity. You're waiting for the moment where it feels easier to act on it. And that moment doesn't come. It just gets heavier. Because part of you already changed. That's the part that sees it clearly. That's the part that can't ignore it anymore. But another part of you still wants things to stay the same. That's the tension you feel. Not confusion, but two versions of you pulling in different directions. One that knows, one that hesitates. And I get it. Because acting on it might mean you have to walk away, or speak up, or admit something you've been avoiding, or finally accept that something isn't going to become what you hoped it would. And that's not easy. But be honest, you've already outgrown it. That version of you that used to tolerate this, that used to explain it away, that used to convince yourself it would get better, you're not that person anymore. That's why it feels different now. That's why it won't leave you alone. That's why it keeps showing up, even when you try to ignore it. Nobody's telling you this, but I will. You're not weak for feeling this way. You're not overthinking it, and you're definitely not wrong. You're just at the point where pretending doesn't work anymore. And that's a hard place to be, because now you have a choice. Keep avoiding it, or finally face it. But understand this, avoiding it doesn't make it go away. It just keeps you stuck in the same place, feeling the same thing, over and over again. Facing it doesn't fix everything overnight, but it gives you something you don't have right now, movement. And that's what you're actually missing. Not answers. Not clarity. Just movement. You already know. If this hit you at the right time, subscribe. Not for noise, just for clarity when you need it.